what's up, guys? Welcome back to another review. This time around, we're here to review Glowmade and Amazon Games' King of Meat. So, this game is a online combative and co-op community-built and driven dungeon video game. And this is a really crazy video game. One of the co-founders of Little Big Planet, or co-creators of Little Big Planet, created Glowmade Studios and made King of Meat so it's more enjoyable, so it's creative for everybody. So everybody, no matter your skills, you can jump into this game and play it and have a blast with your friends. So what is great about this game is compete in a co-op party platformer, pit up to 4 players against community-built dungeons filled with puzzles to solve, challenges to traverse, and ridiculous monsters to fight. Progress through the chaotic dungeons to unlock new abilities and new gears as you play. So this is a community-based game. There was one moment pre-launch that some of the development studio, some of the development studio and some of the reviewers all jumped in online and played. I played a little bit during that time, but then I kind of waited until after the game launched, which it launched on the 2nd, and I wanted to wait until the public servers were live, and I played a couple of games over the weekend, and it was so much fun. I had such a blast playing the game. The creativity in the game is really great too. One thing that I'm going to feature or really talk about in this review is the levels that I made. So I only made 2 levels, and I made them very simplistic, but they were very easy to put together, very easy to connect. So whenever you start out, you literally start out from like top-down view, and you're able to put your layout just like you would in a blueprint, and you kind of lay out exactly how your levels are kind of based. So what I did is I built my floor plan, and then after I built my floor plan, then that's whenever I started putting the decoration, and then once it was all decorated, I jumped back in and put the connectables, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of like the electronic connectables, the switches, the, jumping on a button and, the floor falls out, or, I was putting like, there was a golden door or a door that took a golden key. I put that door there, and then I connected a new section of the dungeon to that section, and then I spaced it to where it was like the bricks on the bottom of the floor. There was, one brick, and then the one next to it would be no brick, and then one brick and then no brick. So I made it to where you had to jump in between the bricks to jump over to the key. And it's just little challenges that you can do. But in a very short amount of time, like 5 to 10 minutes, I had a level built that I let my kids play, and they loved it. They were like, wow, you built this? And I said, yeah. So then I started teaching my kids, and I'm not gonna lie, over the last 2 days, we've kind of sprawled out and tried to make some levels, and haven't been the most successful because my kids are like, oh, well, let's do this, let's play the game instead of creating. And I feel like those are it's just in the sense of my kids, but I think this is a really great family game, and I think it's a really great co-op experience for the community. One of the biggest things is, too, I think this is a really great game for streaming, content creation as well. Being able to build your own levels, customize your characters however you like, and then having easy gameplay. Now, it says at one point in time that, like, there's difficulty, hard. It says with easy to pick up and hard to master combat. But I don't really say it's hard to master, because as you learn it and do these little community events or solo missions that you have, the training and stuff is all there for you. As they add more to the game, I feel like they're going to continuously add it. And one of the funniest things about this game is, as I said, this game is a TV show. That's how they have it built. This is supposed to be a big TV show that people, go online and they compete, and then it's broadcasted out to all of Lorgok. But what's really funny is the hand-drawn commercials, or commercials that will randomly pop up in the middle of you playing or doing solo missions or doing this or that, or like walking into an area and there's like a TV playing with these really crazy commercials. Amazon Games and Glowmade went all in on this, and I am so excited to see the future of it. Like, especially the fact that Halloween is right around the corner. Christmas is right around the corner. I would love to see some community events that are actually based around those holidays. And then I would like to see the HQ where everybody, you can get your custom specialized, weapons, gear. You can actually get specialized power moves. Like the first one that you get is a burp that you do to where you belch really loud and you send skeletons flying or anybody that's in your way. I will tell you that. That's something else. Is as I was playing the game, especially this weekend, and I'm doing that belch, there was a lot of times that I was doing it and I wasn't thinking about who was near me, and it blew my team members off the side of the edge and it killed them. So you got to be really careful with some of these special moves. But also, I got to give a shout out to Glowmade Studios too, because they did just do this perfect collab with Mr. Beast. So there is a Mr. Beast special that is available. So you're able to get a Mr. Beast outfit, and then there's also a Mr. Beast level that is available. I mean, dude, like with the Mr. Beast games out there and all that, that's kind of in line perfectly. And my son was completely losing it whenever he saw the Mr. Beast tiger and all that other stuff there. But what's really great about this game is that it reminds me so much of days of past gaming. And when I say that, there was a lot of games out there that had community-based HQs, and you would build levels in those games, and then you would be able to either comment or see characters that are in those areas. I would probably say one game that was a creative aspect in that had a really big community at the time was, and a lot of you may not know what this is, but it was called PlayStation Home. And it was like a central hub for PlayStation. You were able to build your, buy rooms and then like create it however you wanted to. And at the same exact time as that game being out, there was Little Big Planet. And it was a very creator-based game as well. But what is great about this is that not only does it let you create the levels that are out and about, but it is a continuous comedic experience from start to finish. No matter where you're going, what you're doing, I was laughing. My kids were laughing. They love Buzz or Billy Buzzworth. I'm sure I butchered that. I'm sorry. But they love Billy, the saw blade. And they thought he was creepy and at the same time really funny, and I think that's kind of where they were going with this. But to get down to the basis of this review, the gameplay mechanics are really fun. The creative aspect of the game is really fun as well. I feel like there's so much going for this game that can be really successful in the sense of Twitch drops, in the sense of community-driven content that is formed around this game, as well as creators. I think this is going to be something really big for, like I said, content creators. Something that I feel that it is an easy way for creators that already have a community built can easily build these, challenging levels, and then say that community or that creator calls his community or calls on his community during a live stream and says, hey, I know y'all want to be more involved, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to stream with 3 community members or 3 members that I choose from the chat, and y'all are going to play with me on this level, and whoever wins gets this prize or whatever. I just feel that that's something that I would do in that sense with this game, and I think it's going to be a really great using tool to bring more players into this game and build it into a really great community with more challenging dungeons and of course more creativity and characters as well. So, but gameplay mechanics are great. Graphics and stuff are pretty well built. The music and environment are probably some of the best things about this game because not only does the environment come alive as you're there, but seeing those commercials as you're playing the game, and then seeing like while you're playing the game, you'll break into certain areas and you're thinking it's a dungeon, but behind this wall it's actually a stage that's built, and just the overall environmental look and music and feel of it was just so on point of what they were trying to push with this, and I really enjoyed it. I'm still going to play this game a lot, and I feel like I'm later this holiday season, I'm going to have to go back to this game and kind of refeature specific things about this game. But this was more or less me kind of giving you guys an overview of like why you should play this game. It is fun. Right out the bat saying that. It is continuously fun from start to finish. Another thing, as I've said in some of my previous reviews, Amazon Games is doing exactly what a lot of these other companies are doing. This could have easily been charged out right out the gate at $59 to $69 to $79, as we've seen a lot of these studios do. But this game, right off the bat, is only $29.99, and I am shocked at that. I mean, it is a really expansive game, and it is definitely, I feel like the value of this game is way higher than the price point. So I think you should give it a look. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Tell me if you think I'm crazy. Tell me if you think I'm rambling. Tell me if there's a game that you want us to review, and we will review it. Coming up, we've got three more games this week that we are reviewing, so make sure to check us out at cinelinks.com and check back on Tuesday night for our live podcast of the Second Opinion Podcast. Thank you guys so much, and I am going to take this moment to award this amazing game a 5 out of 5. Not only does this game deserve a 5 out of 5 because it's continuous creativity and community-driven gameplay, but it also deserves a 5 out of 5 because it's immensely built environment, it's continuous humor from start to finish, and its price point. $29.99 in the gaming economy that we have right now, with every game coming out being $89. This is a steal, bro. So big shout outs to Glowmade, big shout outs to Amazon Games. Make sure to check us out at cinelinks.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.